Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Pre-Market Pulsescan. This Pre-Market Pulsescan is for Thursday, May the 25th, 2017. The time is 9:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just wanted to jump into a quick few things here. As everyone knows, unless they've been hiding under a rock, the cryptocurrencies have been absolutely parabolic, and it looks like there is no end in sight. As we speak right now, Bitcoin is trading at 2,757, and 80, we'll make this 87 cents. All right. So Bitcoin, $2,757.87. It has gone absolutely parabolic. In addition to that, we have the GBTC, the ETF Bitcoin equivalent, which is trading above $450 a share right now. Remember, the initial breakout was at $250. Okay, jumping into the other overnight markets, we have bonds strengthening. We're at 153.24 after hitting 154.02. All right, and remember what I taught you is long as bond prices are increasing, yields have no choice but to fall. No rate hike in the near term in sight. Excuse me, as long as bond prices are strengthening, that is an impossibility. Looking over at the Dow Jones futures, it's up 73 points at 21,057. So it's finally broken that 21,000 threshold. The NASDAQ 100 is at 57.55, up 23.75 points. S&P has broken 2,400. It's at 24.09. It's up 7. The Nikkei is at 19,795, up 60. Crude oil has pulled back 42.5 cents at $50.92.5. U.S. dollar holding at the 97 handle at 97.14. We did hit 96.88 earlier. Right now, gold is up $2.50 at $12.55.60. Silver at $17.20, up 8 cents. And nat gas is at $3.22. And right now, it is up about a penny. So this is where we are as of today. Today's going to be very interesting because the markets are trying to position themselves to do something down and dirty. They're not ready to correct yet. No matter how bad we want that to be the case, it is just not the case yet. Now, we did have some crash alerts starting the week off. We got a little teeny bit of a correction, and that's pretty much it, which is exactly what I expected. I didn't really expect anything too drastic on that. But I must say that there is been some volleying around, some positioning on the short end here. There are individuals taking short positions, or I should say secretly building short positions. All right. We'll be well to know that. There's been a lot of bot activity heating up. So we got to be mindful of when we see that taking place as well. Just know that it is taking place. Excuse me. Right now, the Dow has broken its post-wave price trigger. It's triggered. It's running right now, so can't ignore that. Let's see, the NASDAQ 100 right now is also pulse waving. All right. The S&P is also pulse waving right now. So all of those indexes are pulse waving. Let's see where we are here. Has anything changed on the positioning point? We switched to a rally alert now in the US dollar. So that is showing signs that we could be basing out and the market could be ready to turn there. Nat gas has a rally alert on it. We're going to be watching that. If it gets back above, that 330 mark, then that should be a sign that a short-term bottom is in place or a base, and that should get us to the 350 handle that we've been calling for. Taking a look at some open positions. Let's see, UGAS is getting a bid here in the pre-market. So right now it's put in a short-term bottom here. It's building a base, which is a good thing. And we do have a rally alert in here. The only downside is on the weekly side of the algo space, we have a parabolic locked-in situation that we still haven't really turned the tide from. It's been like an even force battling in the nat gas, because the long-term macro algo space is showing, you know, that bearish position, and then in the micro sense of things, you have the bullish retracement off of those bearish configurations. So it's been a battle. All right, nat gas is at a battle, and so therefore you guys has no choice but to participate in said battle. All right, so still long the UGAS. Going to see what happens there. The next one of note is AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Still holding that one. We do see that we have a crash alert for the weekly perspective, but we do have an increase in activity on the buy side of things. We have some intraday activity building up here on the high frequency side of things. So in pre-market, both UGAS and AMD are catching a bid, which is good. Let's see what else. There are some things on the shopping list that I didn't get around to doing, so I'm going to be watching those today. Being that the stock market is up, I think we're going to have to go ahead and get in there. So I will be keeping you guys posted. Got a lot going on this morning, so I wanted to go ahead and knock this out. We're 3 minutes now before the opening bell. So only thing I can advise at this point is if you're long anything, just be mindful of where those stop runs are going to occur as per the pulse wave price triggers. All right, please make a note of that. Don't get caught up. All right, so again, make a note of that. You know that the bots are very active, especially in the morning during the first hour of trading, and then again around midday. So you want to protect yourself if you're in a long position. However, if you are flat, then what you're going to want to do is put yourself on the other side, and you're going to want to run those stops. All right. So when you see the bots getting ready to run stops, you run with them and use the price triggers to get yourself in at a better advantage. Okay. If you're flat in the market and you want to take a position, that's normally how we do it. All right. We run stops here. We don't get our stops ran. We're the stop runners. That's what we do. We're the bullies on the playground. All right, so with that being said, any quick questions before we have to go and do what we do? Anybody have anything you want me to look at? Yeah, Bitcoin is nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about. It's parabolic. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's nothing to say. It's not a thing to say. AG, looking from the weekly perspective on your AG. AG right now does have some large orders coming through from the institutional side, but we got a crash alert as well. If we pulse wave today, meaning if the pulse wave price triggers are hit in the AG, then it's going to run. Yeah, find a mechanism to short it. Yep, that's it. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up. My short candidate, believe it or not, because I missed some things. I'm looking at the Bitcoin. So I'll keep y'all further in the loop once we get to that point. We're not there yet, but I'm watching the flip side of some of these things, because any corrections that come will probably be fast and furious intraday and then self-correct into the close. And I like to participate in some of that. So I'll let you know what I see. Yeah, it's insane. And I know it gets real hard when it comes to, you know, participating in something that, you know, has gone parabolic. If you guys notice, and I know there wasn't too much talk about it because I didn't get a chance to, but if you look at your 78 on your sheet, you know, 70 is locked in, but a 78 is something I added. It means parabolic. It means the trend is parabolic. That's what that means. All right, so you'll note on your sheet that things have gone parabolic. Bitcoin is definitely one of those. The GBTC is parabolic at this point. All right, so I just want to throw that out there so that you guys won't miss that. All right. All right, so that's about it for now. I'm gonna be in the lab, but I'll be in the trading room a little later. Like I said, I got some things I gotta take care of here. I got some house cleaning to do. I was working on a couple of things. Oh, I will tell you this though. On the sheet, I didn't get a chance to tell you. If you look at today's sheet under your algo shift tab, your algo shift tab is where I was playing around, and I did something, but you won't notice it. But your intraday 2-bar Charlie is your algo shift tab. So those price triggers for entry and the sell stop, those are 2-bar Charlie price triggers. I didn't get a chance to get around to telling you guys that. All right, so peep those this morning. Peep them. Those are your 2-bar Charlie pulse wave price triggers. Believe it or not, sometimes your 2-bar Charlie pulse wave price triggers do come into equilibrium with the normal pulse wave price triggers. So that's something for you guys to take a look at and peep it, and you know, tell me what you think. All right, I've been working, man. I told you I've been in the lab trying to add some things, and oh my goodness, GBTC just gapped to 500. Red alert, GBTC just gapped to 500. Red alert, GBTC just gapped to 500. Let me go ahead and put that in the room for the people that can't participate. All right, so you got your marching orders. Now this on the daily chart, you got this huge gap on this GBTC. You have a huge gap. Y'all listening? You got a huge gap. Let's pull this up. You got a huge gap. You know what that means. If it doesn't back and fill today, you know at some point it's going to have to do it, and that's an enormous bar. All right. You went from 419. I'm sorry, you went from 415 on a close, and then you open up here at 500. All right. You do understand what that means, right? Okay. So trade accordingly. Please trade accordingly. You guys are in this Bitcoin, you know what to do. All right, so let's get it together and go shopping. And like I said, I did put I put some goodies in there for you guys on the whole Bitcoin thing. I mean, not Bitcoin, but the 2-bar Charlie thing. So you'll notice that this morning. Just be careful. I mean, some people like to just do nothing but 2-bar Charlies, and that's cool. That's cool, but just understand 2-bar Charlie is mad volatile because it's an intraday snapshot of the market. So you will often get triggered on both ends. All right, long and short. All right, I just want to put that disclaimer out there. It's way choppy and noisy because it's a day trading system. It's based on intraday support and resistance areas. All right, and those areas are pinpointed in advance. So 2-bar Charlie can whipsaw you. All right, that's part of the game of the 2-bar Charlie, but it's there for you to take advantage of, so you can get into positions early and catch intraday swings, reversals, all that stuff. That's what it's there for. So use it, just use it wisely. You know what I mean? Use it, but use it wisely. All right. For those of you that are not familiar with the 2-bar Charlie, go back to the Learning Academy, watch the videos in the 2-bar Charlie we visited, and it'll teach you how to manually use the 2-bar Charlie manually. But I went ahead and programmed it for you, so you don't even have to do that now. You can just go to this algo shift tab, and that's 2-bar Charlie right there in advance, straight up. So there you have it, folks. All right, you know what to do. All right, y'all got your marching orders. I need to be about this life right now. Okay, we just moved up another almost 20 bucks in the GBTC. So, yep, 20 bucks. So at some point it will back and fill. So this is what we're gonna do. Do your 2-bar Charlie on the GBTC. All right, you're gonna have to do your 2-bar Charlie on the GBTC. You don't have a choice. All right, so you know we gapped up on the open. We got 495 open, 494 low, and then we got a 520 right now. All right, so technically speaking, you got a bullish 2-bar Charlie tip basically already set up on the open. All right, so what that normally means is that you're going to be all day up. You're not going to back and fill today. Anything can happen, but you may not. So what you may want to consider doing, and this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to be watching in case it back and fills today. All right, instead of chasing, I'm going to watch and see if it back and fills. That's the play. If you're not long, that's the play. All right, if it back and fills, then you know you're going to get down to at least 450, somewhere around there, 450, because that was the prior overnight high, was 450. So you're going to come back down there toward 450, something like that. So you got a potential of about 40 bucks that could be made on the GBTC correction when it fills the gap. But you got to be nimble because then it's going to reverse. You don't want to hold the short. You want to be out of the short by the close. All right? Because this thing can be a monster, as you see. It can move. And even the 1-hour bars have gaps in them. Look at that. Even the 1-hour bars have gaps in them. Look at this. You know a stock is crazy when your 1-hour charts have gaps. Come on, man. Look at that. So we're going to have to come down here and do something about these gaps at some point. All right. You know where this thing is going. It will go there. We just don't know when. And you got this long consolidated phase coming up. And you got another ramp, and another ramp. See what I'm saying? You got mad rampage coming too. So I don't know, guys. I just know when it's over, this is telling you at some point this Bitcoin is gonna correct fast, furious, and hard, and you may not be able to catch it. All right. So that's what that's showing you on that. All right. So that's all I got for now. That's all I got. All right, let's go get it. Peace out.